Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do start, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. Now, Deku, Mina, Bakugo, and Kai. These four, they went to go investigate the alien ship Mina was able to track down using one of the masks. Now, the DNA aliens are using masks to hide their true faces, and these things project a holographic projection around their entire body, making them all look human. Now, Deku used Humongosaur and was able to take down a ship. He even did battle with a hybrid commander and tried to learn a lot more about what was happening. And that did not end very well. Deku, he gained the upper hand very quickly, but the hybrid commander hit him in the throat and tossed him off the ship. Before, the ship was launched into the air and Izuku had to use Big Chill to take it down. Now, Deku isn't too sure about a lot right now. The hybrid, they are on Earth, and Izuku does not feel like this is over. He saw plans, something that talks about building something on Earth. That's all he's got. And Deku, he had to try and explain to his mother why he was out with Mina, and why exactly he was wearing the Omnitrix again. Now, Deku and Mina, these two, they had to talk to their parents. And Inko, yeah. After hearing the entire story about how Grandpa is unresponsive, how he's somehow a part of this, and about how the plumbers can't be relied on because they might be compromised, Inko definitely is not happy. Izuku, she doesn't believe some of this, but she believes a good portion of it. Her son's been dealing with a lot, and he wouldn't put on this watch again if it wasn't necessary, if it wasn't really this important. He went behind her back. And, well, she isn't going to blame him for it this time. Fact of the matter is, it still does annoy her. She wants to actually understand why her son is trying to be secretive. They already know about all of this. But Deku, he's not too sure if his mother does really understand. There's a lot she doesn't believe him about. But his grandfather, he has seen to believe. Now, with that being said, currently 2 weeks have passed, and a number of things have begun to happen in this amount of time. Izuku, he has been going to school, and on the outlook for information about anything with the hybrids. Bakugo is looking into the underworld using his connections, trying to see if anybody sketchy pops up looking for level 5 tech. He's even tossed out level 6, probably even level 7, just to try and see if he can dangle bait out in front of anybody on Earth who might be looking for some weapons. You know, because they recently just lost some in some sort of accident? Yeah. I mean, so far there hasn't really been anything. And that's a problem. Baku thinks he may have found something. But that's really it. All they've really got are leads, rumors, and whispers. And currently Deku, he does gotta get out of school. Right now him going to actually walk over and get his bike. Now, Deku, he does look down at the Omnitrix. Him thinking about a few things. Okay, so Goop, Big Chilled, Jet Ray, Spider Monkey. He's got 4. Then Swampfire makes 5, so he's got half of them mapped out. Though, it definitely is a bit of a problem. Hey, Zuku. Deku turning his head. Right now, Kendo gonna run up. Her gonna actually turn and grab her bike. And Deku, he does that talk to her. Oh, hey Kendo. What's up? Not much. I've been hearing a few things and I didn't know if they were true or not. But I heard that you haven't been showing up to your club again. Huh? Right, yeah. No, I'm quitting. I'm a little bit busy after school. A bit too much lately. Really? Is something going on? No, I'm fine. Just What about you? What about your club? Oh, um, well, we're meeting up again soon, but I'm pretty sure I might get promoted. Really? Yeah, I might get a new belt. I know it's not that big of a deal to you, but I've been training pretty hard for this. No, that's good. So, you're in judo? I'm in our martial arts class, yeah. So, not judo. Well, we learn mixed martial arts. It's more complicated than that, though. But I was just a bit concerned. I heard you were pretty good at the cross country. Oh, right. Yeah. No, it helps me take my mind off of a few things. Working out, that is. I could assume so. Though you're in pretty good shape, so do you have a lot to think about? Huh? Oh, thanks, I guess. Though I got a lot on my mind lately. So are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Listen, if you'd want to talk, I can give you my phone number. Really? Well, I mean, I could get your number too. well, well, that actually. n- Never mind. No, no, I like that. Yeah, all right. No. Deku, he does bring his hand down. Him going to actually grab his phone and hold it out to Kendo. And Kendo does the put her phone number into Izuku's phone. Her talking about it. She'll call him later then. Or, well, he'll call her later. yeah, yeah. Though I could give you my number now. Now, someone is come pulling up to the school. Deku turning his head and seeing Bakugo's car. Now, Bakugo, he doesn't get out. Kendo gonna turn her head and see that guy. As currently Bakugo is at look around and see Deku. Him gonna stare at him for a second for his turn. Him looking away. And on a Bakugo, he has a turn looking around. Him gonna walk over and trying to ask for some directions, cause he's a little lost. Now, Deku, here's a trying to tell Bakugo where he might need to go. And Bakugo, he doesn't want to understand. He came here to try and catch Izuku, if not meet up with him, and probably see where he was. But I mean, if he's talking to that girl, then she must be Kendo. I mean, a pretty cute redhead. Huh, nice. Now, Deku, he does gotta leave. And Kendo herself, she actually is a bit happy about the fact that her and Izuku, they might be able to get into contact. Maybe meet up. He's a pretty good looking guy. And Deku, he's gonna ride his bike down the street. Him gonna meet with Bakugo. As right now Deku, he has a turn and Bakugo, he does gonna roll down the window. So, who was that? That was Kendo. Seriously? That your girlfriend? No, but I'm thinking about asking her out on a date. So, why'd you even come to my school anyways? How'd I find you? Really? Yeah, got some information. Might want to look into it a bit more, but it's worth us checking out. So, you gonna dump the bike and get in, or? No. Listen, I'll take a look at the watch. Right. Stay here. Deku bringing his hand down, turning in a jet ray and flying home quickly, dropping off his bike as Deku is to fly back. And currently Izuku, when he's at land, he has to bring his hand up, pressing on the Omnitrix on his chest as he does turn human. Him going to actually get in the car as Bakugo does talk about it. Not bad. Yeah. Anyways, so what do you have? Not too much. Listen, I've been trying to track down any leads I can find. Get information, see if I can make favors, call in favors, just get generalized information about Earth. Not much yet. Though, I got a lead on some Forever Knights, who might have actually done some dealings with these people. Really. Yeah. Also heard a bit of a rumor, but don't know how good it is yet. So, we need to pick up Mina. Right. Anyways. So, you're gonna try and date the redhead, not Pinky. Me and Mina are just friends. Sure you are. Anyways, Baku's gonna drive off. Talking about it. Does he know where Mina's school is? I do. Just take the next right. Now, Deku just to give Bakugo directions. And the two, they do drive silently. Bakugo going to actually turn and turn on the radio. Actually, he's going to bring his hands back up to the wheel. And right now, Deku, he does feel a little awkward just sitting here in the car with Bakugo. I mean, a few years ago, they fought and Bakugo tried to kill him. Now the two are listening to the radio in a car. Right, this is a little awkward. Now, Bakugo does sit there. And currently, he does try to say something to somewhat break up the tension. Since Deku, he might be a little bit on edge. Sorry for trying to kill you when we were kids. That, apology accepted? That's out of nowhere, though. Yeah, I felt it was best. So, you're famous for taking down Vilgax. And the scare guy is a scare. What's so bad about him? He can turn anyone he wants to into an ectoneurite. Ectoneurite. It's a ghost. Wait, so he can turn people into a ghost? He can. He could. He's gone. He's long gone. Right. Sure he is. Anyways, got any update on Kai? Yeah, she's staying at a hotel. That or she's probably on her ship. Her ship? Yeah. Standard plumber issue. They've got some pretty good tech on them. Plus, they're more spacious than you think. I've had to live on one for a few weeks. Huh. Nice. I actually meant to ask her a bit about that tech. No, you can't look at it, Bakugo. I just wanted to peek under the hood. Right. Sure you did. Listen, let's pick up Mina, then we'll talk to Kai. Actually, probably be best if I call her. Now, Deku, here's a pretty nice plumber badge. Him gonna actually call Kai. And I sure to pull her up on the map. Him gonna actually place the badge directly down on top of the console and Bakugo's gonna turn. Him staring at Deku as a 3D holographic projection is gonna pop up. It's showing a badge. And Deku, he does get a point out on the map where Bakugo needs to go, as Kai's voice is to come through. And Deku, he does try to talk to her. And Bakugo, he's staring at the map. Him a bit surprised by something that he does see. However, right now he doesn't point it out, since he'll just keep that to himself. And currently Bakugo, he has to watch them gonna pull up to the location as Deku's gonna call Mina. And Mina, she actually is a lot more surprised. Her club let out. And, well, as it turns out, this club, it's not really for her. She wanted to join and talk about magical, mythical artifacts that might have some sort of power. At first she thought this club was legit. They actually study magic. They actually study a lot about ancient artifacts. They can probably lead her to one that's real. She got Charmcaster's book, and that one that she had to get back from them at the museum, it was real, so there is actually legitimate evidence of magic on Earth. Though, this place, yeah, she's beginning to have her doubts. It might be time for her to quit this club, though it was fun while it lasted. Plus, there's not really a benefit for her here. And currently Mina, her phone is at a buzz. Her going to actually look at the contact information for Deku. Her going to actually answer it as Deku is trying to talk to her. Her going to actually fly out using her mana and go out to the front of the school. And currently Deku is to get out and Mina's to get in the car. Them all going to drive out to see Kai. And Bakugo, he does try to give both of them the rundown, talking about a few things he might have found. And that does somewhat help the two catch up at least. He's found evidence that the disc he's looking for, information, might be with somebody. He tried looking into it, but there's plumber tech floating around. So far, he's saying that this can give them a lead. If someone's after plumber technology, it's good to say that these aliens would be after it too. Plus, if someone's actually trying to sell it, then they're willing to get a buck for it. At least some good cash. And if they do have to crack this person's skull, they might need to. Though, let him do the talking. Now, Mina's a bit more on edge. And Deku, he currently is looking at the Omnitrix and staring at it for a second. Him thinking about whether or not he should try to call Azimuth. Figure out which one is Alien X. Maybe actually go out to see him on his planet and actually talk to him about getting everything back. Everything that he lost. It could help him out. He goes out to space and probably can bring back some actual plumbers too. Though, that's an issue. He's still figuring out how this all works on the watch. He's got transformations, he's got a communicator in here, and he actually can plug it into the plumber database, so that does somewhat help. He's at least connected to their signals, so he's scratching the surface, but this thing's definitely better than last time. And that is going through Deku's mind. Currently, him staring down at it and debating. Though he's also thinking back on Kendo. He didn't flat out ask her on a date, but he finally got her number. And he's wondering what to say to her. What to text her? How do you really open that conversation? Well, should he wait for her to text him? She has his number too, plus her social cues. They were also a bit awkward. Right. Okay, Zuko. You're just... God damn it. You can't read her right. You're being nervous. She was nervous. She clearly has interest. She didn't say no, so everything's fine. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Currently, all of them are gonna pull up. And Rana Bakugo, he doesn't get out of the car. Deku would actually do the same, as they all do at least watch Kai walk down the ramp of the ship. Her bring her hands up, asking if they might have found anything. And right now they don't really say too much. They're gonna walk inside and Bakugo, he doesn't bring his hand out. Him grabbing onto the wall and actually feeling the metal. Sturdy stuff. Yep. Anyways, find anything? We found a bit of things. At least I did. Listen, not too sure how you guys feel about this, but there was a convoy a while back that got attacked. It had quite a bit of things and some plumber tech. Though, I've been trying to find it. It was hard to track down, but Volcanus, he came into possession of something that I think belonged to your grandpa. Volcanus. What does he have? Okay. That's just the thing. We don't know. It could be anything. The file, as far as I know, is DNA logged. Or however the plumbers do their thing. It's just, you would know more than me. Oh, so you finally admit something. Not what I meant. Listen, alright? I got ourselves I got us covered when it comes to this stuff, right? So just let me do the talking, and maybe I can sort something out with this guy. Huh, sure. You and him have history, don't you? Little bit. Why? Because I know if he does see me, he's not going to be happy. What do you mean? Well, I've met him before. He tried to get iron ore and make a bomb. What? Long story. Anyways, we took him down. I'm sure he's going to be angry if he sees me. So, how about Kai goes in there? You want me to go in there with him? Listen, Bakugo, he's here because you're the buyer. But she doesn't trust Volcanus, alright? What if Kai, you go in there with Bakugo, and Bakugo's the mediator? You have got the cash, he's just here for your protection. You hired him on because you didn't trust Volcanus. It was already sketchy. And, well, if you do need to maybe play up a role, so you want me to act like a damsel in distress? If the shoe fits. I can do that. Though, if I don't need to do it, I won't. Alright? I'll just try to talk my way through it. I'll only pull that card if I need to. Though if I do, I'm blasting him in the face. Fair enough. Gotta say, I actually kind of like her. Bakugo gonna comment. Amina, she just won't smile. A plan has formed. Though Bakugo, there's something off about his mana. She's actually trying to keep an eye on him too. He's already been a bit sketchy and suspicious. Though this new feeling, he's hiding some sort of information. He's hiding something. And that makes her want to keep an eye on him. Though, there also is the fact that Izuku, his mana feels a bit brighter. Better? That's still a bit strange. Now, everyone, they do try to get themselves in a proper position. And right now, Bakugo, he does do a few things. Specifically, make a few phone calls. And right now, a lot starts to happen. She does get actually pull up with Bakugo in the car. And Deku and Mina, the two, they are in the ship that has been landed nearby the location. And Bakugo, he does sort of walk into the room. Right now, Volcanus, a lot more annoyed to see Katsuki. Volcanus even gonna point it out. Well, well, well. If it isn't somebody who messed up his job. And Bakugo, here's a stir on, trying to explain to Volcanus. Listen, he understands. He messed up. But I mean, he's got a friend here who is willing to buy something off of him. And he understands that it could help him out a bit. I mean, some of that money is technically going to be from him. She's willing to pay double the rate. Now, Kai's going to turn looking at Bakugo. And Bakugo does a turn, winking his eye. Right now, Volcanus going to stare at the two. Him going to express. Really? Double the going rate? Well, isn't that something? He's just surprised somebody actually wanted to buy this thing. Him going to stand up. And going to turn. Him going to actually express. Actually has to do one thing. He calls in some of his minions. And right now some of them, they do come to walk out. Bakugo going to actually stand there as Volcanus does continue to explain. Right now, so I'm going to hand him the disc. Him taking it. He's a bit more surprised though. What could be on this stupid thing that's so important? I mean, double going rate? What type of information does it have? He's curious now. And Kai's that turn. Her going to actually stare at Bakugo. As Bakugo, he does get to turn instead of looking at her. Listen, that's not too important. What's important is that I want it. It's plumber tech, right? Whatever's on it, I'll get it. Really? So, you're willing to go double or nothing on this? Not exactly. I didn't know it was going to be double. Right now, Volcanus going to turn to Bakugo. Oh, so you're lying to your little friend of yours. Hey now, listen, Kai gonna turn. Her bring her hand up and clocking Bakugo across the face. Him gonna smash onto the ground as Volcanus does a laugh. Him talking about it. Maybe for just that, he'll cut her a bit of a discount. How's 80% of double for her? It's better. If I clock him again, does it go down to 60? No, I would just laugh again. Listen, anyways, I got some business to deal with him. So just pay up and leave. At least you get to walk out that door. Now, Baku's a turn. Look up towards Volcanus as he does bring his hand down. Him flipping his wrist and going to actually absorb the concrete. Right now, he'll actually get back up and tell Volcanus. He's already paying him back. Besides, it was double or nothing. Now, Deku, he does a listen in. Kai's calm line wide open. And currently him and Mina do sit there on the ship. Both of the two a little bit more annoyed. And Deku, he does look down at the watch. Him thinking about what to do. As currently, Mina's gonna watch him stand up. Asking if he needs any backup. I should have this on my own. Though, it'll be fine. Right. Though I could back you up. No, I think I want to test out this one alien. Though, you know what? Fine, come on. You gotta see this. Now, Deku, he's definitely wondering what this one can do. Since he's already thought about the possibility that it may not be what he thinks it is. And currently, Deku, he's actually ready to put this thing into some proper action. Now, currently Deku doesn't arrive. Everyone still someone arguing, as Bakugo, he is told about a way for him to pay back Volcanus. And he does still have the disc on him having yet to hand it over. Now, currently Volcanus does have it sitting right there next to him since he is sitting down. And Deku, he has a stare on. Him gonna shoot a web out, as Jar's gonna fly through the air, smashing onto the disc. Him gonna actually pull it back in as Volcanus does a turn. Him looking up to see Izuku. And Deku just talk about it. How about they all just cut it and not have so much monkey business? I'm gonna actually spin and land onto the ground. Gonna stand back up. And Volcanus does a stare on. Oh, come on, not this kid again. Now, Deku does a stare at Volcanus, trying to express to him. Maybe he should have stayed off of Earth last time. Maybe I wasn't stuck here on this backwater planet. Your fault, Volcanus. We gave you a choice. Right. Anyways, I'll go ahead and take that back now. Deku would actually stare at Volcanus, as his minions do get ready to attack. And Mina just come blasting in. Her flying down and going to actually bring up her hands. Her creating two barriers, as to smash her Doki into the minions. Her making a box, as to throw it into the air, and I'm going to toss it back down. Right now Volcanus is going to look up and see her, floating on a platform. And right now he does not like these odds, since it's the Anodite. Now, Volcanus, he does stare at Bakugo, who does get back up and walk over. Right now Kai going to actually bring up her blaster as Bakugo is to reach out and grab onto it. Him going to actually turn into the metal. And Volcanus, yeah. He is powerful, but he's not crazy or stupid. So, he does just going to sit there, telling Bakugo that their business isn't over. He owes him more. He'll get him back for this. And Bakugo, he doesn't doubt it. But that will come later. And Volcanus, he does stare at Midoriya, as he has to talk about it. They're free to leave now. And Deku, he has to tell him. If he hears about him doing anything else on Earth, he'll come after him. He'll make sure of it. And Volcanus, they're just gonna nod. Him already trying to think of his next scheme. Since, if he can get a plumber ship, or maybe even just do something Interesting. Maybe get the proper tech and get off of Earth. Or maybe he can make it a little bit more like home. Now that's an idea. And that currently is where his mind is at. And Deku, they all do get back to the ship. And Bakugo, he's definitely a little bit more impressed. Since that went differently than he expected. Now, Deku, he doesn't sit there. Him putting down the disc, as currently it does, gonna pop up some information. Deku gonna watch as Ken doesn't stand there. Him trying to at least express to Izuku. If he's watching this, then a lot has happened. He's gotten further than he really needs to be. He's assuming he told his mom. Since, if he was able to track this down, it took him weeks. So, here's the current situation. There is a race of aliens on Earth. So far, he thinks that the plumbers are compromised. In fact, he has a gut feeling about it. And he knows what his gut always tells him. You know, even though he might not like the soup he makes. Now, Deku, he does his own smile. And Ken does should express. There is currently a lot happening. And he wants Izuku to understand. The conspiracy goes deeper than he does realize. This is a full-on invasion. They can't trust the plumbers, but there are people out there who have badges. People out there who aren't officially plumbers. Most of the communications stuff may have been turned off. But other than that, it is just a bona fide paperweight. Listen. The badges can be found and tracked. He stockpiled information and data on the ones that are currently turned off, at least not linked to the database. So, download them off of this file, or off of this hollow disk, and understand. He needs to get a team. Put a team together and actually step up. Right now, whenever they do have time, they'll get the plumber sorted out. But they have to stop the invasion first. Since there's more of them on Earth, this place could fall. He does understand a lot about this. He's proud of Izuku, and he wants him to understand. This is for Earth. Maybe they'll meet again, but hopefully when they do meet, Izuku, well, never mind. Now, Deku, he has a watch. Information beginning to pop up, as right now he's staring at it. And Kaido's gonna comment about what they probably should do. And Deku, he does think about that himself too. Him going to actually sit there and look over the holographic disc. As right now Deku, he also does bring up his phone, checking the time and seeing a few texts from Kendo. And currently Izuku, he does get a response. Now, with that being said, everyone, they are trying to get more things prepared. Patrol tonight can be brought to an end. However, since that's currently going to be happening, they need to at least split up into teams and possibly hunt down people with the badges. At least the signatures they can track. It might be a little difficult, but hey, nobody said building a team would be easy. And Deku, he does understand that. Now, Deku does it to text Kendo, and the two, they do somewhat go back and forth. And Izuku himself, he's thinking about what to really talk to her about. I mean, yeah, he does know how to fight, and, well, he does know certain disciplines, but Kendo talking to her and trying to be normal, trying to live normal life, it's a bit odd. He's more used to this. I mean, secrets, all that, trying to be open about it all. It's new. But, I mean, should he just, maybe he should. Now, Deku, he doesn't ask Kendo one simple question. If she would like to hang out, maybe. Maybe go check out something down at the mall? And Kendo, she does sort of like the idea. Her at least gonna agree with Izuku. maybe the two of them can meet on the weekend. I mean, she's got practice tomorrow after school, and if they actually meet up on the weekend, it does give them time to spend a bit of the day together. And Deku, he does understand. And currently Bakugo, he does sit there. Him could actually turn and see Deku texting somebody on his phone. Yo, what? Sort of busy. Texting that cute girl? Mina gonna turn her head. And Kai, she just heard some good tea. Her turning her head. And is gonna put the ship on autopilot. Gonna spin in her chair. What? Oh, um, well, uh, I'm talking to her, Kendo, yeah. Her name's Kendo. Yeah, she goes to my school. I mean, I've talked to her a few times and we've met up a bit, but we've never really held a conversation more than just in passing. I think she likes me, and I like her too. I just asked her out, but she, well, wants to go on the weekend. Ooh, do say more. Uh, well, it's not really too much. It's a start, maybe. Dude, you just get a date. I can give you some advice of mine, but at the same time, my best advice is not to screw it up. Besides, I think we can all use a break from you. At least I can. Sure you could. Though without me, I don't think you'd hunt them down. Yeah, I could. Besides, we still got two of the plumber badges. He went a turn, and throwing his finger over his shoulder, talking about it. I mean, he'd be stuck with them, but hey, what kind of guy wouldn't want to be stuck with two cute girls? Now, Kaida's gonna bring her hand up, her telling Bakugo not to call her cute. Amina's a turn. Her can actually stick out her tongue to Bakugo. Since right now Bakugo, him and her don't really have a good reputation together. And with that being said, everyone, they do get dropped off. And Deku, he's got a lot going through his mind. Him gonna rewatch the message his grandfather sent him. Have a write out something else is happening. As we do cut to Bakugo Katsuki, who does gonna arrive home. Him gonna walk in, as right now he does gonna walk directly to a bedroom. Him knocking on the door, as Mitsuki does gonna actually answer it. Her, half awake, asking Katsuki what does he want? It's late. We need to talk. About? What is it? About the plumber's mom. You. Oh, god damn it. Wide awake now. Fine. Sit down, and I'll talk to you about it. Her gonna turn, walking over to a nightstand and opening it up, finding the badge her husband used to have. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.